Hello, and thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Our first guest today with us is part of a bonded pair. This one actually here is Major Tom. Major Tom is a neutered male American chinchilla rabbit who's a little anxious here. Usually they'll eat their cilantro while they're on TV, but he's maybe a little bit more camera shy. He is part of a bonded pair. He was surrendered to us with his best buddy, Violet. Unfortunately, we had a great home that adopted these two, and the landlord originally gave permission to have the bunnies, and they changed their mind. So it's very unfortunate. Again, they had a great home. You may remember we had an incident where we had a cruelty neglect situation where we took 20 rabbits from a home. These two are actually part of that home, and again, for whatever reason, the landlord determined that they could no longer have these rabbits. So Major Tom and Violet are here at the shelter and looking for that perfect home. Bunnies have very special needs. As I always say when we show our rabbits, that having these green vegetables, leafy vegetables, is a very important part of their diet. This is cilantro. They also like the romaine lettuce, other type of greens that are a very important part of their diet and their digestive system. So before anybody's interested in adopting a rabbit, unless you have a great deal of experience, and even if you do, there's always things that we learn about these guys. I would check out rabbit.org. It's an amazing website that has incredible information there on how to care for these very special and beautiful creatures. Again, this is an American chinchilla, and you can't see it here on the camera, but this bunny is just so soft. Just a special little bunny here, and they're both very friendly, very social. I understand Major Tom is a little bit more social than Violet is, but both very special bunnies that need a very special home. So we want to make sure that you have permission to have these type of pets. And of course, we want all the pets that are adopted from the Ames Animal Shelter to live indoors. So we do not adopt to homes where the bunny is going to live outside or live in a hutch. It's just not safe for them, and it's not the best for them, best environment for them and their well-being. So we want the very best for all of our animals here, and Major Tom is no different. So if you're interested in some bunnies, and again, they must be adopted together. We do a special adoption. It's just one adoption fee for the two bunnies, but they're very bonded together. You can always see them in our hallway here, kind of snuggling with each other. So there's a lot of love there between these two, so we would never consider separating the two. If you're interested in two bunnies, Major Tom and Violet, come on down to the Ames Animal Shelter. And our next guest with us today is Chloe. Chloe's a very special kitty. I know I said that about all of them. Chloe actually came to us from the Animal Rescue League. We contacted them and asked them if they had any cats that they needed some help getting adopted. And Chloe's actually spent about 9 months in shelters. She was surrendered by her owner, who was a senior, that had some health condition that she just couldn't care for Chloe anymore. Chloe herself is a senior kitty. We're estimating that she's about 10 years old. That's what we were told from the Animal Rescue League. So she's a senior kitty. At this point, we're not aware of any medical issues that she has. She appears to be healthy, but Chloe's just been in the animal shelter way too long, so it would be really nice to get Chloe a forever home. I can imagine her sitting there with her owner and just watching TV and sitting on the couch, and then her life was completely turned upside down, and then she was put in the animal shelter, and now she's lived in a cage for 9 months. So it's a very sad situation that we see time and time again, and it's very hard for us as animal caretakers to see this happen and see these cats and even the dogs and other animals that are in the shelter that have had a normal life, and now they're sitting in a metal cage. So it's really hard on us to see this, and especially sweet kitties like Chloe. So again, she's a spayed female, about 10 years old is what we're estimating. in good health from what we see and understand. And she's just been in a shelter too long between the Ames Animal Shelter and the Animal Rescue League. It would be great to find Chloe a forever home where she can live out the rest of her life, however many years that may be, and just be part of a new family instead of here at the animal shelter where she's loved and given all the attention she needs, but it's not the same as being at home. So if you're interested in Chloe and want to open your heart up and your home to a senior kitty, she's just a beautiful cat, and I think she'd fit into a lot of different homes. So maybe a little bit quieter home would be the best situation for her, since that's kind of the environment that she came from. So if you're interested in Chloe, come on down to the Ames Animal Shelter. And our final guest for today is Sabrina. Sabrina's actually been here at our shelter for quite some time. She actually came into us with a full-blown upper respiratory infection that needed extensive treatment. We took her up to Somerset for quite a few vet visits. They know her well there, and actually then referred us to the Iowa Veterinary Referral Services IVRC Center, and had to see some specialists there. And at IVRC, they actually did a CT scan and a rhinoscopy to figure out what was going on with her and why we continuously seen discharge from the nasal area. So just want to again thank our donors for allowing us to be able to do that, to save cats like Sabrina, who are very deserving, but just need that extra special medical attention that our typical budget doesn't provide for. We can do at least the basic diagnostics, but anything extensive like that, especially at IVRC, requires very special diagnostics, and Dr. Streeter at IVRC is just wonderful and always does what she can to help us out here with these special kitties. So this is Sabrina. She's about a little bit over a year and a half old. Kind of a beautiful dilute tortie here. You can kind of see all the different colors, some of the orange and black and the gray all kind of mixed in there together. She is a sweet kitty. We had her in a foster home for quite a while she was recovering and on special medication. And then we learned that she's probably a little bit more particular about the environment that she's going to live in. She was trying to tell us something. So she had a few accidents in the home and didn't use the litter box, but we do think that it was based on the environment, and a great foster home, but probably just not the right home for her. So what we're looking for, Sabrina, would be a home that's a very quiet home, kind of maybe like the home we're looking for Chloe, but a quiet home that would no other animals, where she can be the queen of the household, and just give her family a lot of loving and get that loving back in return. Again, she is a beautiful cat, can be a little feisty at times, but we were kind of making those judgments based on when we were giving her medication all the time, and no one likes to get medication shoved down your mouth every day, and sometimes several times a day. So I think she just needs a chance to find that perfect home and learn to be a sweet kitty. And again, a quiet home will be what we're looking for Sabrina. So if you're interested in this beautiful dilute tortie, come on down to the shelter. We'd love to tell you more about her and let you meet her in person and see if you think that she might be the kitty for you and your family. Thank you for watching today's show. That's just a sampling of the animals that we have available for adoption. I'm very happy to report that all of our dogs have been adopted once again, so that's why I didn't show any dogs on today's show. But keep an eye on our website, which is always updated every 15 minutes. So if you want to see if we have any dogs, go to the website, which is amesanimalshelter.org. Underneath the dog picture, you can click on the link that says Dogs Available for Adoption and see if we have any dogs. We're in the process of making arrangements with a rescue organization that transports dogs from southern states up to Midwest states and even up into Canada for shelters that have so many dogs down in the southern states and are at risk for euthanasia. So pretty soon I'm going to be showing a lot more dogs here at our facility and showing dogs that we'll have available for adoption that will have been saved from states where their animal population is much greater than they are here in Iowa. And so it'll be exciting for us to have some new dogs here in the shelter and to continue with our great successful adoptions. Another success story that I wanted to share, in the first time since I've been here, and it's almost been 5 years now, we absolutely cleared out every single cat in our cat adoption room. Every single cat was adopted, so we didn't have a single cat in that room. If you pay attention to our Facebook page, you've probably seen that post, but it's just, I'm very proud of what the staff does here and what we've been able to accomplish in finding some amazing cats, wonderful forever homes. So again, since the first time since I've been here, our adoption room was empty. So we made a call to a local animal shelter here to see if they wanted to let us bring some cats into our facility for adoption. Then we reached out to the Animal Rescue League of Iowa, and they gladly opened up their doors to allow us to bring in 8 cats. Chloe is one of those, as I mentioned. Out of the 8 cats, 3 of them have already been adopted, so we still have 5 of the remaining Animal Rescue League cats here. And I made the commitment to, if we were to clear out our building again, we're going to continue to help shelters in need, and most importantly, help animals in need. The one thing that the shelters can rely on is that when the animals are transferred here, they're safe, they're not at risk for euthanasia, and we will do everything that we can to place them into forever homes out of our facility. So I'm very proud that we can partner with the Animal Rescue League. They do some incredible work down there, and so we're really happy to work with them and help save animals' lives, because that's what we're here for, and that's what our heart is here for. So we're going to continue to do all that we can to help those animals, and we need your support to do that. We need you to keep watching the show and sharing it with your friends and family. That's the way to get the word out about adopting shelter animals, and the more people that know about adopting shelter animals, the more animals we can find homes for and help to end pet overpopulation, and definitely reduce euthanasia in shelters where they do euthanize animals. And very proud of the work that we do here. So thank you to the staff, the volunteers, and everybody that helps make our shelter a great place here in Ames. Thank you for watching.